Published 1442 EDT, the 17th of October 2017. Updated 1741 EDT, the 17th of October 2017. Anthony Joshua's substitute opponent will be unknown to almost all the 80,000 crowd in Cardiff on October 28, but as far as the world heavyweight champion is concerned, this defense is against his stalker. Carlos Takam has come out of Afro-French Blue to replace the injured Kubrat Pulev, but Joshua remembers being tracked down by him in a hotel near London's O2 Arena more than a year ago. AJ had just knocked out Dominic Breazeale last June in the first defense of his world titles when this big unit came of the shadows in the hotel lobby. It was Takam. He walked up to me and said, "I want to fight you." I told him I'd just had a fight. Anthony Joshua seemed unfazed by his change of opponent ahead of his October 28 clash. Joshua was meant to face Kubrat Pulev for his IBF heavyweight title, but the Bulgarian is injured. The current world champion will therefore face little-known Carlos Takam in Cardiff, and the Cardiff fight was being agreed. Takam volunteered to go into training for 7 weeks, just in case Pulev pulled out, as he has now done with a torn pectoral muscle. Honestly, says Joshua, this is a more dangerous fight than Pulev would have been. Takam weighs 22 stones. He's a better all-round fighter, and I've been preparing to box someone totally different. Takam is incredibly durable and will be harder to knock out, but when Pulev got hurt the other day there were only 2 answers to the situation. We could cancel the show, which would have been a disaster for everyone. Or we carry on, with 78,000 tickets already sold and Sky Sports box office open for pay-per-view subscriptions. The money was a factor, but more important to Joshua is fulfilling his obligatory defense of his IBF world title. Rather than be stripped of that belt if he took an alternative opponent, he gives thanks to promoter Eddie Hearn for having Takam on standby. The British boxer took part in his open workout on Tuesday ahead of his Cardiff showdown. Watford-born fighter once again gave the media an insight into his training regime at his gym. Joshua, pictured skipping, may have to alter his training following the change of opponent. Takam was 1 place below Pulev in the IBF rankings and now takes his place as the mandatory challenger. This becomes part of the process for me, says Joshua. The first word I received was that the fight was off, but almost at once Eddie was on the phone telling me he had Takam in waiting. It will be a different fight from the one I was expecting, and I cannot afford not to take it seriously. I carry on preparing as hard as always. I'm not saying he's going to beat me, but I am saying Takam won't come in and lie down in the first round. He's fought some top heavyweights. 2 of his only 3 defeats came against Parker and Povetkin. He's only been stopped once, by Povetkin in the 10th round of an absolute war in Moscow. People may not know him because he doesn't have loads of Twitter followers. But this is his golden ticket. His chance to shock the world. Takam will be no pushover, but Joshua is clear favorite for a 20th straight professional win.